Peace, love, and harmony to all of you wonderful deep divers. Another beautiful day. I woke up like this, all turquoisey and everything, deep divers. I'm feeling myself. Oh, yeah. I hope you're taking care of yourself, deep divers. Look, this video is all about shadow work. Have you heard of that term, shadow work? As a psychologist, I actually help people when I'm not making videos, like go through this shadow work process that's actually going to take you from inner turmoil to mental freedom, and it's going to help you become your greatest version. Deep divers, shadow work is truly the most transformative work that you can ever do. Ever do. And the information that I'm about to share with you, deep divers, the information is going to change your entire life. I want everybody, including the cat down the road, to hit that like button right now if you support the real. Hit that like button right now, deep divers, if you support the real, because we're going to dive deep, real deep into shadow work. By the end of this, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I've just done like so much shadow work and I feel so alive. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Let's breathe, deep divers. That was beautiful. Let's go. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. What are we doing? Raising the frequency. What else, deep divers? Raising the vibration. Take that, take that, take that. Good ass energy I'm sending you. Look. If you are watching this video, this is your confirmation. So much good is coming your way. So much good is coming your way. So much good is coming my way. Keep repeating that, deep divers. I hope that for you. Now, let's talk about shadow work. Oh yes, let's talk about the 9 types of shadow work that will take you from emotional turmoil to mental freedom and help you become your greatest version. Deep divers, are you ready to do some shadow work and go through the process? We're about to dive deep. Deep divers, are you ready? And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? So wonderful, deep divers. I've been doing shadow work for over a decade, and it's changed my life, transformed my life, helped me become my greatest version. Now, what is shadow work? Well, you see, deep divers, we live in a society where so many people only show one side of themselves. They only show like the highlights of their life. Like, go on social media right now, on Instagram, Facebook, any of these apps, even TikTok, you're only going to see people showing you the side that they want you to see. Shadow side is the hidden side of you. It's actually also your subconscious mind, your unconscious things that you aren't aware of, but are there. It is your shadow that follows you everywhere you go, and there it is, and there it is, and there it is. It's a side of people which a lot of people are trying to run away from, trying to escape. A lot of people say, oh, it's a very undesirable side of me. It's a very undesirable part of me. I don't want to face my shadow. Well, deep divers, the 9 types of shadow work that will take you from emotional turmoil to mental freedom and help you become your greatest version. So what is number 1? Deep divers, we are talking about what I call spiders. Do you like spiders, deep divers? It's the irrational fear. Now, your irrational fear may be spiders. It might just be a big ass spider. Ain't nobody got time for that, Ralph. Well, Deep divers, do you know, once upon a time, I also used to be afraid of spiders. Like when I was young, like 5 years old. Then when I was 10, I actually had a cup of tea with a spider, deep divers. When I was younger, there was a spider in my room. And for the first time, I never ran. I just stood there. And what happened to me was I was realizing I was actually confronting my greatest fear, which in essence is your shadow side. Your greatest fear is your shadow. And therefore, this shadow work is about confronting your greatest fear. When I was young, I didn't run. That day, I just stood still. And the spider, I realized, wait a second, I'm so much bigger than the spider. Like, why am I afraid of something so tiny? After that moment, since I was 10, I've never ever been afraid of spiders. You can put a tarantula on my nose and I'll say, what's up, baby? I love it. So your most irrational fear. Now, this could be not turning off your mobile phone. Like if you are afraid, FOMO, fear of missing out, you got to do the shadow work to turn off your damn phone. Deep divers. But also, our addictions tie into this. Let's just say you're a chronic smoker. You smoke like 10 cigarettes a day, even 20. You've got an addiction, right? And that's also a part of your shadow. Because the greatest fear is that you no longer have cigarettes. Oh my gosh, what would I do without that, right? So you have to overcome that addiction to now do the shadow work to help you become your greatest version. Oh my gosh, we're doing shadow work. Slow motion this side. So what is your most irrational fear? It could be like speaking to a stranger, someone you've never met. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared, Ralph. You're looking a little bit shaky, baby. You've got to face that fear. It could be public speaking. It could be whatever it is, whatever you are afraid of. Face that fear. This is how you do the shadow work. Face your greatest fear. Okay, deep divers, what is the second type of shadow work that will take you from emotional turmoil to mental freedom and help you become your greatest version? Deep divers, we are talking about forgiving the younger version of yourself. Like 8 billion people on the planet, deep divers, I guarantee you everyone has some kind of trauma. And the reason why is because so many people have not healed the younger version of themselves. Like the way you are today is because of who you were yesterday. As a child, you've got stored trauma in your body, in your DNA, but you don't hear me though. This ties into the shadow work that you have to do to become your greatest version. You have to heal the younger version of yourself. You have to forgive the younger version of yourself. You got to say, hey, I know I was young, I made mistakes, but I forgive you. That's how you do the shadow work. A lot of people are carrying around the past with them on their back. It haunts them at night. They can't sleep. And that shadow is always going to be there until you begin to integrate it and say, you know what, I forgive the younger version of myself. I'm a different me. I'm better now. I've learned and I'm stronger now, wiser now, looking 19. Oh, deep divers, thanks so much. I know I look 19. Deep divers. The 9 types of shadow work that will take you from emotional turmoil to mental freedom and help you become your greatest version. Okay, what is number 3? We are talking about total integration. Total integration. Now, I'm talking about embracing the light side of you and the dark side of you. The positive side of you and the negative side of you. This is the shadow work that you have to do. True story. It was like 2018 and Infinite Waters is like so spiritual right now. Someone said, oh my gosh, Ralph, I can't believe I thought you were spiritual. Just because I said, ain't nobody got time for that. I said, I'm not spiritual. I'm me. I'm real, right? I'm like 50% Deepak, 50% Tupac. Because being spiritual doesn't mean you always have to be positive singing Kumbaya under a tree. You know, it means being real, being authentic. So don't say, oh my gosh, I'm so spiritual, I can never have a negative moment. No, the shadow work you have to do with total integration is to realize you are the light and you are the dark, you are the positive and you are the negative, and embrace all of those aspects of yourself. Embrace all of those aspects of yourself without shame or guilt or fear. That's a beautiful kind of shadow work. Look, deep divers, get the F out of my face. Oh my gosh, yeah. Peace. See the balance, deep divers? That's the shadow work you got to do. Now, the 9 types of shadow work that will take you from emotional turmoil to mental freedom and help you become your greatest version. Let's talk about number 4. What are we talking about, deep divers? We are talking about honoring your perfect imperfections. When you honor your perfect imperfections, you will realize that the universe didn't make a mistake when it made you. Oh no! You got a big ass toe for a reason. You got a birthmark on your butt for a reason. Okay? Your teeth are all crooked for a reason. That's you. That's your uniqueness, which is your power. The shadow work that you have to do. Like, I was the only left-handed person in my class, deep divers. I thought I was cursed. And now I realize I'm like a anomaly. I'm special. Yeah, I'm like the only one here. The shadow work you have to do is honor your perfect imperfections. Ladies, fellas, if you're like, I don't look good enough, you have to embrace your perfect imperfections. And this is the shadow work you have to do that will take you from emotional turmoil to mental freedom and help you become your greatest version. Okay, so the 9 types of shadow work that will take you from emotional turmoil to mental freedom, mental liberation, and help you become your greatest version, deep divers. Let's talk about number 5. Take off the mask. Welcome the real you. Okay? This type of shadow work is huge. When you learn to take off the mask, so many people live through a mask, a persona. It's not who they are. And the shadow work you have to do is say, you know what? I want to take off this mask that I show the world. That's not you. That's not you. That's not you, deep divers. Stop fronting. Stop fronting. That's not you. Stop capping. Look, when you take off that mask, now the real version of you is revealed to you. And that's a shadow work you have to practice every single day to say, you know what? Who am I when no one is around? Who are you when the world isn't watching? Slow motion. That's the real you. And you have to embrace that and accept yourself, deep divers. That's a great shadow work to do. The 9 types of shadow work that will take you from emotional turmoil to mental freedom and help you become your greatest version. Let's talk about number 6, okay? So once again, shadow work is so powerful. Number 6 is about the dark side. You have to embrace the dark side. I know you want to seem like this cheery, positive, bubbly person, but truth be told, deep divers, sometimes you can be an asshole. I know, deep divers. I've been there. I've been there in your crazy ass moments when you want to really throw chairs around the room. I got to hold you back. Deep divers. What's up? The dark side. Like I told you, in our darkest moments, we become illuminated. There is nothing wrong with the dark. They told you the dark was bad. No, this whole entire universe is full of dark energy, dark matter. All there is darkness in this universe. It's beautiful. I love the dark, deep divers. Don't believe that the dark is bad. You know, the shadow work correlates to the moon energy. On a full moon, you go outside, you're doing shadow work automatically. Things are coming up to the surface that you've been trying to hide away. You can now see the real you. During the day, you're blinded by the light. But at nighttime, that's why they say a nightmare, because everything comes out to the surface, right? So when you remind yourself to embrace the dark side, there is nothing wrong with the dark side. You are the dark side. You are the dark side. You are the dark side and the light side. and the bright side and the dark side. Deep divers, the 9 types of shadow work that will take you from emotional turmoil to mental freedom and help you become your greatest version. Let's talk about number 7. We are talking about speaking your mind. Speaking your mind. Every single day, Ralph Smart gets on his soapbox and speaks his heart and mind, even if his voice shakes. Deep divers, you've seen me, and you see me every single day, and I'm always going to be here opening my big fat mouth, speaking that truth, because the cat down the road loves it. That's the shadow work you got to do. Do you know how many people out there think like me, who are just like me, but they're afraid to speak their heart and mind? Why? They don't want to be laughed at. I don't mind being laughed at. They don't want to be judged. I don't mind being judged. They just want to be accepted. I don't care if you accept me or not. You know why? Because I accept me. Slow motion. So start speaking your heart and mind, even if your voice shakes. The 9 types of shadow work that will take you from emotional turmoil to mental freedom and help you become your greatest version. Let's talk about number 8. Okay, so this kind of shadow work is all about releasing suppressed emotions. Releasing suppressed emotions. Once you do that, you are now doing a form of shadow work. Once again, suppressed emotions are everything that you hold inside. You bottle up your emotions. You don't let that anger out, that rage out. Ladies, some of you are just suppressing your emotions. Fellas too, you got to let it out. If you're angry, get mad. I'll wait. That's good, deep divers. You're doing the shadow work. Let it out, baby. So I'm so free. The reason why is because I do these videos in one take. Sometimes I'm like, yeah. Sometimes I'm like, oh. You're seeing everything, right? And I'm releasing suppressed emotions. If there's something you want to tell me, deep divers, I always say, tell me. Look, go and add me on Instagram at official Ralph Smart and tell me what you want to tell me. Let those suppressed emotions out, deep divers. Right? You got to let those suppressed emotions out. If there's something you want to tell your mom, tell her today. After this video, go and have a conversation with your partner, your wife. You got to tell your wife some things. You got to tell your husband some things, right? And you definitely got to tell the cat down the road some things. Stop bottling up your emotions. Okay, that's a shadow work you have to do that can help you become your greatest version. What is the 9th type of shadow work that will take you from emotional turmoil to mental freedom and help you become your greatest version? Deep divers, ruin your reputation. I said ruin your reputation. Ruin your reputation. I told you I'm 50% Deepak, 50% Tupac. Don't expect any uplifting content from here. No, Ralph, you're so uplifting. Yeah, I know. That's just me naturally. It doesn't mean that I don't have another side of me, right? I'm turning up in the club, deep divers. So ruin your reputation. A lot of you have been labeled in this society as she is a very calm person. She is a very quiet person. No, she's not quiet. You haven't seen her behind closed doors. She's like dancing, doing a little summer baby, raising the frequency. You don't know her. You don't know him. So when you learn to ruin your reputation, all of these expectations that people place on you, you got to let them go. And this is how you do the shadow work. Okay? Because you didn't come here to be perfect. You came here to be real. Slow motion. Ralph, why do you always do slow motion on that side? Let's do it on this side then, deep divers. Slow motion. I said, you didn't come here to be perfect. You came here to be real. Let me say it one more time. You didn't come here to be perfect. No, deep divers. You came here to be real. Authenticity includes positive and also negative. Ultimately, it's about finding balance. And that's why I'm just saying, Feels so good to be alive, baby. Oh, you thought I was going to scream, deep divers. Feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? Can I get a hello? Make sure you hit that like button right now if you support the real. Deep divers, hit that like button right now if you support the real. We just dive deep. Oh yeah, deep divers. Let's breathe. That was beautiful. Let's go. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Now go and check out the #1 best-selling book, Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/the-book, the Bible of Becoming Your Greatest Version. Also, go and check out the latest new book, the Book of 1111 Infinite Quotes by Ralph Smart, the secret recipe to becoming your greatest version. And of course, go and get the good ass prana shirts, all new limited edition designs at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. You're going to love the new designs, deep divers. Get one for the cat down the road as well. So deep divers, remind yourself there is no more suppressing emotions. You got to let it out, right? Shadow work is truly the most transformative, impactful, life-changing work you could ever do. This video has just provided you a blueprint for it, of how to do it, how to heal yourself, how to become your greatest version. Deep divers, peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy, peace. You. Once again, deep divers, make sure you hit that like button right now if you support the real. Hit that like button right now if you support the real. Share this video with someone, okay? Anyone who needs this, okay? Leave a comment down below of gratitude and appreciation, and let me know how this video inspired you to do that shadow work, deep divers. One love. It's one love. One love.